22 Crystal Keys, Hidden Wisdom Codes, Potent Information, Lemurian Seed Crystals, Seeing Your Triggers as a Gift, Awareness of Drama, Creating Patterns, Healing the Earth by looking at your inner environment, and Healing through Awareness. Lemurian quartz crystals are special pieces of clear quartz with indented ridges running across them. They are known as seed crystals because they are said to have been found individually buried in sand and earth rather than attached to a larger cluster the way most crystals are. Aware of their oncoming destruction, the Lemurians imbued information about how to avoid a similar catastrophe on crystals and buried them. The ridges on the crystals are believed to be Lemurian inscriptions. These crystals are reappearing now as this knowledge is again relevant. This card is about deciphering wisdom codes. We may wonder how to access information regarding our spiritual growth as we navigate our everyday reality. This wisdom comes through inner paradoxes. When we are truly present, awed, or in creative flow or a state of surrender, it may come in as riddles and in the most unlikely of places. Zen Buddhism taps into this using koans, or paradoxical statements the mind cannot fathom, to bypass traditional understanding and allow spiritual epiphany and a deeper knowledge of the soul to surface. Key wisdom codes can come to us when we are triggered. They are accessible in those moments when everything becomes more emotional, dramatic, or painful than it needs to be. Here, when light shines on our shadow, we are graced with significant insight into our places we can grow and evolve from. Although it might take courage and a healthy dose of self-awareness to embrace the wisdom of these moments. It's amazing how much energy, freedom, and expansion comes as a result of deciphering these bubbles of information tailored especially for us. Sometimes insight is so perfectly constructed within a scenario that it gets right into our most tender spots for the perfect healing. These are potent codes, as all personal power struggles and ego problems affect the bigger picture of how the world operates. Our shadows are unresolved wisdom codes. Avoidance makes them spiral out to aid in the construction of a world we don't actually want, both individually and collectively. When we see this information as the gift that it is, we can cultivate presence and begin to see between the lines of our inner workings. The world needs as much light as possible, so we do not have to repeat what happened in Lemuria. Let's allow ourselves to see our shadows as an opportunity to bring more light into our being and heal the world from these dark foundations. Divinatory meaning. Be inspired to find the wisdom hidden in those times when you feel triggered. There's so much information within our raw and intense reactions that when you choose to be present with what is coming up and peel back the layers, great spiritual insight will unveil itself in a way tailored just for you. If we could all learn to see our triggers in the bigger picture, so much confrontation and upset would be lessened. Power struggles and fear would diminish, and we would see greater compassion across the planet. Perspective and misunderstanding would shift, and the way people want to be loved would be experienced without distortion. These are the seeds for peace on earth.